if you're going to keep children off the streets, the first thing they need is a roof over their head. Ben's story about coming off the streets and then going back to help is incredible. And he's looking after 62 children.
Ben Mukasa, I'm the founder of Davion Cares Foundation. I founded Davion Cares Foundation in 2016. I myself, I lived on the streets of Uganda for quite 2 years.
I think you should now go ahead and introduce Davion Care.
Thank you, Rick. And honestly, you're doing an amazing job tonight as well. And just great.
My head's getting bigger by the minute.
Oh, you know,
getting bigger.
You deserve it. Thank you. It's also just incredible. Everybody's here supporting me tonight. Thank you. Yes. So when I looked at doing the book launch today, and we'd also talked about doing a fundraiser for Davion Cares, we were initially looking at these as two separate events. And then there was also, we've got Rory and Sue on the call tonight are also doing book launches. And then there's a panel that we're all doing about neurodiversity on the 4th of December. And it got to a point, there were so many events that we were getting a bit overwhelmed and we didn't want to burn everybody out along with us. So we realised that today was World Kindness Day. And honestly, some of the most incredibly kind people are on this call tonight. And again, so it means so much to me. And so it just made sense to go, right, book launch is about 30 love values. It's World Kindness Day. Let's put the Davion Cares fundraiser on the same event. And so here we are. When I met Ben through, I think it was through Silvertree a couple of months back, or several months back actually, his story really hit home. And I'm going to let Ben tell his story in a minute. But I just knew there and then that when there was an opportunity to do something with fundraising, that I really wanted to help him and that he really deserves the support for what he does, supporting 62 homeless children in Uganda. We also have Quentin Jesse on here tonight. And our mystery guest is listening in as well, I've just noticed. So, hi, we are going to keep that one quiet, but he will be joining us in a little while and I will introduce you when the time is right. But we're going to get our mystery guest to speak with Ben, but Ben still doesn't know who they are. We've kept this absolutely quiet from Ben. So, yes, we've got Wasonga on the call as well. So thank you. We're all here helping with Ben tonight. But Ben is the founder of Davion Cares, and I am going to now ask him to come on and introduce himself and tell you all a little bit about what he does. So, hi, Ben, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Hi, Kate.
Welcome tonight.
Wow, thanks, everyone. I'm so happy. I'm having a lot of excitement to have all of you to join us as we launch our new book for case and the fundraising for Davion Cares Foundation. I really extend my appreciation to everyone for joining us today. For this day to be an unforgettable day to the Davion Cares Foundation and the whole world as well. Before I introduce myself, I want to introduce my team whom I work with in Uganda. Davion Cares Foundation as well, before I can go far away because I'm having a little time for introduction. I'll have Mr. Nicholas on board to introduce himself, what he does at Davion Cares Foundation as well. He's my co-founder in Uganda.
All right. Thank you so much, Ben. And I'm so pleased to be here. It's really a great opportunity to be here. I'd like to thank each one of us on the call. And it's really a very, very great opportunity for Davion Care Foundation. Wasonga Nicholas is my name, the co-founder of Davion Care Foundation. And, you know, in back end, all things that are concerning whereby all these children that we have need to have, you know, a better living. So I'm always in the field trying to find out how best can I be able to get more volunteers in our community to see how best can we move on with the movement that we started all the way from 2003. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicholas. Lovely to meet you tonight.
Well, thanks, Mr. Nicholas. He's the co-founder for Davion Cares Foundation in Uganda. is working tirelessly to see that Davion Cares Foundation really gets donors and around our community. The second is Jesse Kwamus, our programming director for Davion Cares Foundation and our financial officer.
Yes, good evening, members.
Hi.
I'm called Kwamus Jesse. I work with Davion Foundation as a finance manager. I'm so happy to be on this platform today over the unveiling of the book. Congratulations to Levy upon the unveiling the book today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, guys, is Jesse Kwamos, the finance officer at Davion Cares Foundation. The people are behind Davion Cares Foundation who are really giving the percentage from their salary to these 62 children. Thanks, Mr. Jesse. As I introduce my personal background story, Ben Mukasa. Ben Mukasa, I'm the founder of Davion Cares Foundation. I founded Davion Cares Foundation in 2016. I myself, I lived on the streets of Uganda for quite 2 years when I'm begging for people who can really give me an opportunity to become someone else in the future. I lived on the streets of Uganda for quite 2 years when I'm really begging for hundreds of people who can really give a hand to me to become someone. And unfortunately, a third year, I got an opportunity from Mr. Davion, whom I named my foundation. Mr. Davion, when he found me on streets of Uganda, I remember the first question he asked me, "You a young child, what are you doing here on streets of Uganda?" I started narrating to him my story that Mr. Davion, my father died when I'm 8 years. I had no one who can take care of me. My mother was a tailor. She had nothing to take care of me. I'm here looking for an opportunity, looking for a person who can really impact my life, who can support me to become someone else in the future. Mr. Davion listened to my story. The last word he told me, "Ben, I have heard about you and story, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to support you from all your kindergarten in Uganda to the university." Then what I said to Mr. Davion, I thank Mr. Davion a lot that I have got an opportunity from you really. He told me, "Ben, I'm going to take you to my place. You are going to be under my children. You are going to take care of all my children. I'll be giving you all the necessities you needed." I thank Mr. Davion. The moment he took me to his place, he told me, "Feel free to request whatever you need. Feel free to tell me what you really need in your life. Don't keep quiet." I started the life in Mr. Davion's home with his children. He supported me from my primary level in Uganda up the university. He paid all the necessities needed for me to be at school. Whenever I was at school, he was calling all the teachers, asking what Ben is needed. He told me, "Whenever you're in class, think about yourself. Call me in case you need anything." Mr. Davion paid everything for me. After completing my study, I told Mr. Davion, "You give me the opportunity to become what I am now. I have the passion to go and give back to the children whom I left on the streets of Uganda." All over along, Mr. Davion died in 2018. I just say may his soul rest in peace. Because if Mr. Davion was around, I couldn't be what I am now. He would have already gained and support these 62 children. But I was telling my people about my story. Really, it impacted people's lives. Really, they feel a heartbreak for me that Ben, the struggle Ben, the experience Ben really passed through, it is an opportunity to give a hand to these 62 children. So I'm taking care of to the 62 children in Uganda from the opportunity Mr. Davion granted to me, because He rescued me from the streets of Uganda. So the opportunity Mr. Davion gave me, I'm also giving back to the 62 children I'm taking care of. But because of the limited resource we are having now, I'm not capable of supporting the 62 children. But I'm telling people about my story, that people really can come in and give a hand, can join our journey, can join our movement, can join our family. All over around, I met Kay and I introduced myself to Kay. When Kay heard my story, really inspired her that Ben, you really deserve this. You're a great man. You are doing an incredible work. You are doing a great work to the children of Uganda. Madam Kay told me, I'm going to support you with everything you need. When he viewed our website, he saw the big challenge that we had. It is all about paying rent for these children, for the 32 children. It is quite a big challenge to us because whenever I move around, landlord can be knocking on my doors that he's requesting for that rent. And remember, we are having the immediate needs for these children. These children must have a meal a day. These children must have a clean water. So Kay, for her heart, she had said that Ben, I'm going to fundraise a rent for the shelter of the 63 children for a year. I really appreciate Kay for the opportunity granted to the 62 children.
Thank you.
Which blessing to Kay.
Bless you. Thank you so much, Ben. Honestly, that's an incredible speech. And
you're welcome. Because the excitement I'm having now, the happiness I'm having now, you can just see maybe tears coming from my eyes. Because the opportunity is granted to the 63 children, it really is inspiring.
Thank you. And yeah, we're going to bring our guest speaker on in a minute, Ben. I'm just being wary of time here, but thank you so much for sharing that. So Ben's story about coming off the streets and then going back to help is incredible. And he's looking after 62 children on the property at the moment. Now, when I heard all of this, as much as a lot of people are campaigning for food, shelter, food, water, clothing, healthcare, education, I realised that if you're going to keep children off the streets, the first thing they need is a roof over their head. And when I saw the money that Ben's trying to raise, it is a phenomenal amount of money. I mean, I know what it costs to feed me for a month, let alone 62 children, right? And when I found out that their rent is merely £450 a year, or the equivalent to, that's less than I pay in rent in a month. And I figured if we can do something to raise that target tonight, that's one less thing for them to worry about for the next year. Now, I've got to say that even as Ben's talking, we have already reached £350 out of that target tonight. So thank you to everybody who has really generously donated today, £350 already. Now, on GoFundMe, I set an even bigger target of 800 because I'd like to reach more and help them with the food, the clothing, healthcare and education as well. But at the very minimum, I would love to be able to reach that £450 mark so that they can pay their rent for a year and that's one less bill to worry about. These children, they also are sleeping on mattresses on the floor, like one big shared bed in different rooms. They haven't got running water on the site. They haven't got a proper kitchen. So there is a lot more stuff they could do with on the property later on. But for now, at least securing that roof over their head would be a fantastic start. So what I'm going to ask Rory to do now, and I want to say a massive thank you to Nicholas and Jessie for joining us and speaking as well. It's a real pleasure to meet you and I hope to speak to you again soon. But can you pin our mystery guest up ready, please, Rory, in their place? And what I'm going to do now is so everybody knows, I've told Ben that I have a mystery guest coming on. And he is going to speak with Ben, but he's going to do a little intro first and he'll call Ben back when the time is ready. So I know Rick, I'd given him the lineup, but I'd love to be able to do this intro. This is somebody I met a few months ago on networking. And it was the most random person to pop up in networking that you don't expect to meet. right? You expect to meet them in a completely different location, but they came on networking because they wanted help with something. And so, but I also asked them if they could help here tonight, because I knew there's something they could bring to this event, something really special. And so without further ado, I want to welcome a mystery guest, and I'll let the unveiling of this mystery guest speak for himself. So can I please welcome our mystery guest? Can you pin him up, please, Rory? And then we'll let him unveil. And can we have a big round of applause? Because this is a very special mystery guest, and then he'll call Ben on to speak when he's ready. And honestly, my gratitude for you being here tonight, mystery guest, honestly, is incredible. Oh,
hello. Wow, what an amazing group of people getting together like this on World Kindness Day of all days, a great day to celebrate. That's the kind of meeting I love, and that's what I do. I try and bring kindness and giving all year round. Now, I understand that Kay has launched a book this week, 30 Love Values, which is going for 99p on Kindle. And I understand from my sources at the North Pole that she's been very good this year and truly deserves a bestseller. So please try and help her out. I've also understand that she's offered to donate back 50% of the paperback sales at £14.99 to Davion Cares. So please sell the books to your friends, buy books, give them away as Christmas gifts. It's not an expensive Christmas gift, and I'm sure a lot of people would love having it. It's a book for self-love. So give yourself a copy too. I've been trying to sort out something very special for the 62 children in Uganda for this Christmas, and I understand you're all here to help. And Kay, it's wonderful that you've raised that much money so far, and I hope we can do a lot more than that.
Thank you.
I know there are things they need more than toys, and I do try and make sure everybody's got a little something. I get stuck with food. I can't bring food in the sleigh. It's just a mess, other than mince pies for me and carrots for the reindeer and a little bit of broccoli and Brussels sprouts for the reindeer because they love those too. But I would really appreciate your help, especially trying to get a roof over their head and keeping a roof over their head. And that's important to me because I have to land on that roof. And if there's no roof, I've got a problem. So please, let's make sure there's a roof over their heads. As I said, I know Kay has the goal of 450 as the interim goal, £800 as the final goal. And if you haven't donated yet, you can still do that through the GoFundMe page, which information I'm sure you'll find in the chat. And Kay, without taking away from your book, I would also like to make an offer that will maybe help out Davion Cares just a little bit. One of the things I do at Christmas time is provide personalized video greetings for families, and I would like to donate something here. It's a personalized Christmas video greeting up to a minute, which you can send to your family, your friends, your clients, your customers. You can put it on your website, your social media, whatever you want to do, as long as it's not a radio or a TV commercial. The price normally is £100, and I will donate £50 of every message that I send.
Oh, that is awesome.
If you book before December 15th, and we get the message out before December 15th, I will donate £50 from every message I send. And I'm just going to put the contact information in the chat here right now. You can go onto the website and you can get the contact form and you can send me information, and I will connect with you, or one of my elves will connect with you, and we will make sure that that greeting happens. So that's my contribution to today's fundraising, and I hope we can make that happen. And I will also say that if any of you want to pass that message along to your friends, just have them say that they got the offer from this event when they contact me, and I will donate the same amount of money for anybody who contacts through, down the road as it works. But we've got to make sure they're done by the 15th, because after that, I just get so busy I can't take the time to make the videos anymore. So please, let's get that done and deal with that. I'm more than happy to make that donation. And Ben, thank you so much for all the work you do in Uganda with all those kids. It really gladdens my heart.
Thanks for appreciating.
Now, I'm here for a few minutes, so if anybody would like to ask me any questions about things at the North Pole or the reindeer or how I get around on Christmas Eve and all of that, I'm willing to answer some questions. And Ben, if you've got something you want to talk about, please, by all means, take a few minutes and I would be happy to share the time with you.
Oh, thank you, Santa. It's amazing. And thank you for coming in and joining us tonight. I'll let you have a chat, but I saw young Holly had her hand up. So if Rory could just pin Holly for a moment. Sorry, I'm Heidi's one. I'm saying Holly, it's Heidi. Looking at her, she's Holly. She's a Christmas girl as well. There we go. Hi. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
These are my grandchildren, Santa.
And I happen to know that both of them are on the nice list.
Really?
They are.
Wow.
They are.
Well done, Dylan and
Santa?
Holly.
Do you know an elf named Jeffrey?
Is he an elf on the shelf?
Yes, he's the red
You
one.
know what? I don't look after those. Mrs. Claus looks after the elves on a shelf. So she would know who he was, but I have to look after the elves that make the toys, and Mrs. Claus looks after the elves on a shelf.
Ah.
And then she also writes in the naughty and nice list book so that we know who's behaving and who's not. And if your elf is misbehaving, she will know that too.
Oh, last year he drove on my dad's toilet roll and it made him really angry.
Well, I'm sure Mrs. Claus was aware of it.
He also ended up coming. I had year 5 school disco. He somehow managed to get in my bag, and he was there the whole time for like
Uh-oh. I will have to talk to. I'll have to talk to Mrs. Claus about those.
That was last year.
Well, maybe we can make arrangements for them to be a little better behaved this year.
No, he's a funny elf. I like him.
Susan has her hand up.
Okay, Santa, this is a question I've always wanted to know.
Yes.
Being a wee little person to now, how can you globally make every kid happy at Christmas when there's only one of you?
Well, I have a little secret that a lot of people are unaware of. I have 13 brothers and sisters. And each one of us has responsibility for part of the world. So I don't personally have to get everywhere, although all the toys are made at the North Pole and distributed. But in France, we have Père Noël. In England, we have Father Christmas. In Russia, we have Died Moroz. In other countries, others of my brothers and sisters also look after things. I look after North America. One of my sisters looks after South America. One of my sisters looks after Siberia and Eastern Russia and that part of the world. And another one of my brothers looks after Asia. So there's a whole bunch of us doing all of those tricks. But I really enjoyed watching the movie Red 1 last year, because they had a really interesting take on how I get around. It wasn't the right take, but it was an interesting take on how I get around.
Are you happy with knowing now, Sue?
Yeah, I know it's a busy schedule, otherwise I'd have a bunch more.
Oh, bless you. Well, thank you ever so much for your questions, Sue. That's brilliant. Has anybody else got any questions? We've got a few more minutes, but if not, honestly, I'm so grateful for you coming and supporting Ben and Davion Cares tonight. Thank you ever so much.
My pleasure.
It really is amazing. Thank you. Oh, we've got Holly and Dylan back.
I have one request, though.
Yes.
When you leave out cookies on Christmas Eve, I like a lot of different kinds of cookies. But Last year, somebody gave me a cookie I do not like. Somebody left me onion cookies. They were horrible. Please don't leave those for me or I'll put you on the naughty list.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Dylan will probably be very good at picking out some good cookies for you, Santa, because his mum took him to the supermarket, or both of them last year, and said they could both buy one packet of biscuits each. Price didn't matter. They could each choose one packet of biscuits. Dylan chose the variety pack.
Do you know what one of my favorites is raspberry creams.
There we go. But yeah, it just amazed me. He's smart. Holly chose a packet of biscuits, but he chose a variety pack, like multi-pack.
That's a good way to go. That's a very good way to go.
He's got a smart head on. Well, thank you so much. That's incredible. And honestly, as well, thank you for your offer, Santa, for the video messages, because that is incredible with helping towards Davion Cares. I also want to take a point here to say that Eleri, who's on the call tonight, is working with another team of people to run another fundraiser for Ben and Davion Cares on the 5th of December. So if anybody wants to know about that, in fact, to be honest, I think apart from Heidi, I think everybody here tonight on the call is either in Silvertree Network or TTBCA Network. And so you will be able to get the link for that through whichever network you're on. But amazingly, Eleri is running a second fundraiser, another fundraiser for Ben. That will be a bigger ticket price on that one. We're going to get more from the actual event fee, but again, amazing, and thank you so much. But if there's anything we can do to pay some of that forward there, let's do. So we reach this week's target and get that over to them to get that rent paid. But absolutely, we want that roof to be safe and sound for you to land on, so thank you so much for that.
It has been a pleasure, and Ben, thank you for all the work you do. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you. And as I say, we're still a little bit ahead of time, I think, but if not, we can move on. And if there's anybody got questions, or if you've got questions for anybody else, I'm quite happy to keep chatting. But again, don't forget 99p tonight for the Love Values book. But again, makes a great Christmas present, whether people are just getting engaged, whether they are having an anniversary, whether they've got a wedding coming up, or whether it is somebody who is on their own this Christmas and might need a little bit of self-care. So thank you ever so much for that. And thank you for keep sharing the links, Rory, as well. So also thank you to our wonderful mystery guest tonight. You are more than welcome to stay on and join us for the disco at the end as well. We'd love it if you join in. But, you're welcome as long as you want. And so I'm going to hand back over to Rick for a minute and say, where are we on the agenda, Rick?